You better target frameworks like divs, you know. Let me get a pencil. We will target these ones. Also, everybody will header. That's it. We are near building
logo.
Yeah, for logo name for ABR. But how I reach me, I render these boxes. I'm gonna let me share the reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
One side every corner.
We say I didn't who say no the same thing. I didn't who see a game. FIFA game no.
Okay.
One of the menus living in my capture. So we try and build it in this by using Flex-Box in CSS. So you see how to position this Dave. If you build a website now, person will position Dave. Any case, man, say Ken. Who's a Fidelis in a challenge about how we position the calculator.
Yeah.
This concept now, the way we position Dave's now, that could have been easy for him to even trace and fix it.
I think so. Okay, my network on inclusive information now.
That's it. So this is what we will do. That's it. We'll build them one by one. I think say cool, and
yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that you know how to place a div. Okay. Anyhow you want it. At least you can give your sizes and everything. If later you want to go this way, we can still put the logos. Then put the score, all of them will be inside one div. Then you put this one in a different div. Okay, so let's start. I think we can start. Let me show you how it goes. So the whole thing, okay, on the main page. Okay, we're gonna have the main page. Okay. That's going to house everything. Okay. It's a div. So that one too is a div. Okay. Yeah. And a div. Then inside that div, then we'll create this one. We can call it menu, or we can call it what? Header. Okay. So this one too is a div. Okay. So this is how it's going to be. Okay. Then this big size too will be in another div. You see, so everything will be a div. This whole thing will be another div. You understand? Then inside this div, we have another div on the left. You understand? Which is going to house these three divs. 1, 2, 3. Then this one too will be another div on your right. So div right.
Okay.
So you're going to have another div.
The bigger div.
You said?
So it means always the bigger div is created first before.
Yes, the container, the very big one. You put a very big one. Then inside, you put whatever div you wanted to put. Just create a div and just put it there. Or let's say container. You can call it container, but we call it div. Container. So you create all these containers. The header container. After the header container, we have another div, which is going to maybe the main. Then inside the main, we create, let's say, right div. Then we create what? Left div. Inside the left div, we have another div, which is left 1, left 2, left 3. Okay. Then we come down to the left 3 and divide the left 3 into maybe left to left 1, and then left to right 1. Anything in them, you give it to it. You understand?
Yeah.
You can see that this one is different from this one. This one is being divided.
Yeah.
So if you're able to position your div very well, at least you have a fair idea how a web page can be designed by you yourself, anyhow you choose to design.
Yeah.
Georgie, welcome.
Every mistake is a new start.
Okay. Question, quick one. In this whole project, how many div now?
Okay, so the main div is already there. Then the header div 2,
7,
2. Then the down div, which is 3. Then the down div you divide into 2, which is 4 and 5. Then the 5 you divide it to what? 6, 7, then 8. Then the 8 you divide it to what? 9 and 10. So in all, I think we will get 10 divs.
Yeah.
What's it?
With me kind 6.
Who said? Okay, when we start, I think you
It's the
understand.
kind 6.
Okay.
Bro, who said the main div is there? The outer one is there. Okay. The inside, after the outer one, you put the header. And all this one, let me choose different colors so that it will be very easy for you. This one will be inside one div. All this, okay. All this one will be inside one div. You understand? Now that then you put another div here on your left div, full div. Then you put another one too on your hot right, which is this one. You understand? Then you go back to the left one. The left one to have 1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this one too will be another one. This one is another div. And this one too will be another div. You understand? Then this one too will be another div. But this div you have to divide this one too. See, this one is divided.
Oh, okay.
Another one here. Another one here. I hope you have the whole idea, like the way.
Yes,
7. And
it's more than 7.
More than
7.
It should be more than 7. Okay, when we start, we will know.
Okay.
The picture will guide us. So when we start, I think we will know. So the first thing is we create a very first. The first thing is we put the header. Okay. So I think we can start. Let's start so that we see how it goes. What do you think?
Okay, let's start.
Do we have any question before we start?
Oh no, we can start.
We can start, right? Okay, no problem. So let me close this one. I can minimize this one. All the time you create a folder inside wherever you wanted to. So I think we have our project here. Let's name it FIFA, right? Let's name it FIFA. Oh my God, sorry. Where's my rename? So we can call it FIFA, right? FIFA home, something like that. Okay. By the time you create your folder, okay, then you go through. Be exponential. Everybody see. Sorry. You can drag it and drop it inside your VS Code, the code editor. You understand? You can just drag it and drop it
folder.
Yeah, you can drag the folder and drop it here. You understand? In the editor. Or you can still go to files, then you go to open folder and navigate to the folder. It's the same thing. So you navigate to the folder, that's all, which is what? FIFA home. The same thing. You understand?
Question.
Yeah, question.
I didn't tell now type we have folder in lowercase, not drag it by caps.
We drag it by bare caps. Okay, any. Me notice here. Notice. So maybe, yeah, we can continue, but it doesn't matter. You can. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'll create folder first.
We create our desktop. Our desktop.
Desktop, okay.
Yeah, our desktop. That's all. You can put it anywhere. So you can create a folder anywhere and just come to files, open folder.
Just like the normal.
Yes, and just locate it. FIFA home, that's all. Okay. So inside the folder, you create a hot. Which file are we going to create first? The first file will be what?
HTML.
Thank you. Index.html.
CSS.
Let's then create another one, CSS. That's what it's going to be what? Styles. You can choose any name, please. Styles.css. Okay. Then the next one will be what? The next one will be what?
Yes.
Script?
JS. Script.js.
Exactly, script.js. It can be anything, but when you make it, the sections are important. HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. Okay. So what's the shortcode for getting the boiling please? You put a doc. Okay. And that's all, you have everything. So you can change the header and make it FIFA. Something like home. Okay.
That code be at once.
Yeah, shortcut be there. COD doc. Then you touch this one, it will come. You escape it, it will come. It's a that is the basics. Yeah.
There's another one too that I know when you type.
Okay, this one.
You see the exclamation mark?
Yeah, this
exclamation mark.
Yeah, this one. Boom, the same thing.
No, you go to a different line.
Exclamation mark.
That exclamation mark.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Exactly this one. Boom, the same thing. It works also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can use doc or you can use what's it name?
This is me VS code.
Oh, okay. So why don't you write it down so that maybe after the session?
Okay, no problem.
Oh, okay. You can write it down.
Okay.
All right. I think at this point there is understanding, right?
Was it doc dot?
Doc, yeah. Can we continue? I think from here, I think it's okay, right?
Yes.
It's okay, right? You can continue.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
So first thing first, what are we doing? Do you have to link? Let's link the script first. Okay. How do we link the script?
Should be outside the body.
Okay, we can do it outside the body or we can do it inside, but let's do it outside. I think it's perfect here. Then you bring out your script.
Oh, okay.
Right. You bring your script. Then you go back to inside and put your source. Then you bring the script name, right? The script name. Dot. That means it's in the same folder. That's why we're bringing dot / That means that file you wanted to allocate is still inside the same folder. That's why we're bringing dot / You understand? So now we have the script. You pick the script. That's all. It's being linked. Ben, you can talk.
As I said, okay.
We're trying to link this one. You see, we're trying to bring that file that we created as script inside our HTML so that they can communicate. Okay, we need to, all these three files are supposed to come together so that they can communicate. You understand? You understand?
Okay. So that CSS, HTML, and JavaScript can match.
That's why they can communicate. Since there's a link, we link them together. You understand?
And this linking, must it always be done at the HTML side?
Exactly. All the time HTML side. Because HTML is the mother. HTML is the mother. So we have to link this JavaScript inside and link your styles inside too. So we are going to use CSS to manipulate or to work on their elements. Okay, to work on the HTML elements. Okay. The same thing, we're going to use the HTML element too in JavaScript. So we need to link them together so that they can communicate. So whatever you type in JavaScript, HTML is supposed to see it. Whatever you type in style sheet or CSS, HTML is supposed to see it because HTML is the mother.
Okay. It's an HTML CSS and JavaScript the
Umbabuano, that's right. So HTML is the skeleton. Okay, that's a skeleton. Then the style sheet will make it very beautiful, look good. Then the actual action will be with the JavaScript. The JavaScript will do the action.
Okay. So, this syntax now,
yeah,
it's always like this.
Exactly.
Always.
Always, yeah. This down one.
Okay. Yes.
It's always like that. Yeah.
And that position.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. That's the position. Exactly.
Okay. My mentor didn't know.
All right.
Okay, question. For instance, script dot GS no.
Yeah.
If I say FIFA home folder.
Okay, inside.
No,
yeah.
like okay, I'm putting here now.
Okay.
If there's a folder in FIFA home where you have this file saved.
Okay.
Part and an account.
Okay, so if it's another folder, right?
No, where enter link ID ni password.
Fidel, hold on,
But we need it, yeah.
You understand? Hello?
Bobo?
Yo, Fidel.
Bobo?
Fidel. Welcome.
Mustati Ache.
Che. You see, I win here.
Mustati Ache.
Well, network is very bad. Your designing way say.
Oh, be refi crowd, ya ne bon come me everyday. Sami ne bon come teacher be refi crowd.
Okay, we are designing this one. We are working on this.
Oh, okay.
So the divs. We wanted to use
okay.
CSS to like place all these divs in a very good position. That's all.
So why install with that?
Install it.
And then install answer. Install Zoom answer. Only space.
Show me to watch.
Install Zoom answer.
Ken, sorry. Let's.
What's that? Sorry.
Ken, what question you?
Okay.
I can't pay that.
For instance.
Can't pay that.
Me not checking your.
Show me how I say why.
Oh, okay.
Me not checking okay.
I'm not talking about
okay. If anything, let's say for instance, FIFA home folder.
Yeah.
Or on your script.js.
Exactly.
If we have a folder named script in FIFA home, where we save script.js, that's the part.
Okay, so let's create another folder and put the script inside, right? Okay, so we can create another
slash
and put script. Wait. Is that what you're saying? We will create another folder, put script inside, right?
Yeah.
And remove the script. We remove the script inside
in that folder.
Yes. So now what will be the path, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so let's do it.
Yeah.
It's even self-explanatory. Let's do it. Let me clear everything. Let's try to create another path. Okay. So let's do it. Script what? So we go back to this one and put source, right? And the source we do dot / Have you seen the folder? The folder is there, right? Have you seen the folder? Then JavaScript will come.
Okay.
We see how it goes. So you go to the folder first. Today, let me mute you. Today, I will mute you. I'll mute you. Okay. You understand? So we go through the folder first, then we go for the file. You understand? And it's still going to work the same way, so we can take this one off. Let me comment it, just in case somebody wants to copy.
Bobo, give me video why?
Okay.
Bobo, me the video why? My video.
After we finish, we'll send the video. Don't worry. Ken, I think so. You're okay.
First one, I commenting.
Yeah.
And the second one, difference below.
This one is in a folder. Ken was asking whether if we have one file in the folder, how do we locate it? So I put this one in the folder, I put the script in the folder, okay? And you use the same path. When you say .forward, then the folder name will come, then the file name will continue. So you can see that this one is in the script, while this one is in the FIFA home folder. Understand? Let me close this one. You see HTML, CSS, okay? It's in what? FIFA folder. But inside FIFA folder, we have another folder called script. That is where I've put in my script. So if you want to locate the script from HTML, this is the path. Okay? This is the path. You go to the folder. You go to the folder first.
Why they need to do that?
Maybe if let's say if he's building a complex website, okay, where he'll be having a lot of pages, he can make the pages different. Maybe let's say in your home page, you want to separate the home page from, let's say, contact page, and separate the contact page from, let's say, your profile page, or any other page, you can create folders and put them inside and start linking them from the folder. Because you know that, okay, when I enter into this folder, I have my CSS, which goes with my nav bar. I have a CSS in the contact page, which goes with my contact. You understand? So you can just put them in a folder the way you wish. You understand? It's a way of organizing the files.
Okay.
Instead of having all of them.
Then go back to normal, no be right.
Yes, but it's a good question. I don't know if you can still take this one and bring it outside. You understand? If you bring it outside, that means we need to comment this one. This one is out. Then we can uncomment this guy. Okay? We can as well delete the folder if you don't want. You can as well delete the script folder. That's all. So everything is back to normal. I think it's cool. It's understanding, right?
Okay.
So how do we link this one? I think, how do we link our CSS? Now we need to link the CSS. And always link the CSS at the top, at the header level. So how do we link CSS? Who will help? Link. Where is Fide? Roger?
Yeah.
We want to link the CSS. How do we link it?
CSS. Link. Link. Relationship R.
What?
Relationship R here. And then you put the location / or wherever you put styles sheet.
Then what?
Style sheet is okay. Then
you put ref.
You put the source.
Are we not putting ref?
The
here?
reference, sorry. Reference, each ref.
That's right. Each ref. And you put your what? Your source, right?
And then the path to the CSS.
So it's going to be like this, right? Or you put it straight.
No, slash, and then you pick your style sheet.
You see,
but yeah, the REL, it should be style sheet, not styles only. Sometimes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You understand? So this is the linking. This is how we link. This is how we link our style sheet. Where is my pen? So Bernard.
Hello.
So this is how we link the style sheet.
Okay. You
understand? So you see, the linking is very important. You see, we link this one, and we link that one. See the linking. I think it's understanding. Johnson, Ken, I think you are okay with this one. It's only Bernard.
Okay. Me capture screen na save later, no?
You will still watch the video too, so no wahala.
Yeah,
Okay, so we can continue, right? Let's continue.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So our first thing first. Where is our image? First thing first, we need to create this div. Okay. We need to create this first div. What will be the name? Let's give it header, right? Let's give it header. Everything happens in the body. So
which one? The first one.
The first
big one.
Yeah.
The first one should be container now to contain everything.
You just want to put. We want to put everything in the body. You want to put everything in the body. So this one comes first before this one. We will use the body.
On the body, you don't want to have a.
Yes. I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you what we call glassmorphism later. Okay. So we will put image. Can you use this? It's like there's an image behind. I don't know if you've noticed it.
Yes.
Yes.
Football pitch.
Yes, the pitch. Okay. So let's try and put it on top of that thing. Later we will put image over there. Then we do some small glassmorphism and we'll see how it goes. You understand? So let's have everything put on the main body. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. Ken, do you understand what I was trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put a header, right? All the time you put your div. Okay. Are we using classes or we should use ID? Okay, let's use ID for now.
Use class. Just simple for ID.
Should we use class or ID? We're not going to do. We're not going to do any JavaScript today. Okay.
We're not doing Java. Then let's use the class.
So we can use the ID, but we can use the class too. No problem. It's the same thing. So let's give it a name header. I hope it's understanding, right?
Yeah.
Lebao, is it because calculation be any muntina you use JavaScript?
No. We can use because of that.
This is all say and you use JavaScript.
No, we're not going to do any magic for today. We just wanted to render these pages, that's all.
Okay.
We wanted to render all these pages and put it color and give it any color we want. That's all.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I hope it's cool. So now we have our header. Today I want us to do something. I want us to do something interesting. Let's do this layout. I want the layout to be down. I want to bring this CSS down. Okay. Let's close this one so that we can style it according to. I think it makes sense, right? Let's do this. So while we are styling, we can be seeing things. Okay, so let's see what we have here. H1. Boom. Let's test it and see. Where's our server? We don't have the server here. Okay, so you can right click this one, open with live server. Let's see. Okay, so that means it's working, right? Once we have our home here, that means it's working, right? Okay, so we can take it off. Okay, so why don't we target this one and start giving it styling? Let's see how it goes. It makes sense. Don't forget it's class. If it is class, what do we do?
Hash, dot, sorry.
Exactly, you put the dot at the back. Okay, you understand? When it's class, you put dot. When it's ID, you put hash.
Yeah.
It makes sense, right? Okay, so let's give it a height. Let's give our header some height, right? So we just put height. Let's give it like 150 pixels. 150 pixels, okay? Then let's give it a, I think the length supposed to be what? It was 100%, right? Let's make it 100%, right? So the weight will be what? 100%, right? We will not see it unless we give it a color, right? We will not see it unless we give it a color. So let's give some color. Why don't we try RGB today? Okay. So the red, let's make the red like 230, right? Then the green, let's make the green any color, 141. Then the blue, choose any number for me, random number.
133.
Okay, 133. 133. So see the color we are getting.
And so, who your color makes it?
I don't know.
Primary to secondary. Oh, okay.
So let's see what we have. Understand? So if you think that your height, if you think the height is too much, you can reduce it. You understand? If you think the height is too much, then you can reduce it. Is that also? Okay. So let's see. I think it's okay, right? Let's make it 140. And let's see how it will be. Yeah, see, it's cool. I think we can maintain the 150. Let's maintain 150. It's understanding, right? It's understanding, right? When I read on editing.
Radio bar.
Also, will be radio be editing.
Background.
Okay, so the next thing is this one. We need to build the container, which is going to house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put it. Let me press my mark. Okay, so you have to build a container around this guy. You understand? I think it's cool, right? We put a container like this around these guys. Then where am I? What are you seeing?
View. Top.
Jose. Jose.
Top right.
Yeah.
Okay.
View, no, I select it.
Okay. I think say okay. So yeah, okay. Okay. So where do we put the container? Down. Okay. On at the down of our header, right? We can put a div. Okay. We can call it what class name will be what container, right? You can call it container, right? Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we style them according to so that we know how it goes. So let's bring our dots. Okay.
Television.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Can we mute you later? I hope I saw this question. I want to mute you. Thank you. Okay, so let's give the container a height, right? Let's give it a height of, let's say, 500 pixels. And let's give it a, I think the rate's supposed to be 100. The same thing, supposed to be 100, right? 100%. If you don't give it a color, we will not see. So let's give it a color. Yes, sir. Are we going to use RGB? Oh, it's a background. See the color. The color is background color. Let's use RGB. Let's see. You can give any random number for me. 230. What do you say? Okay, let's give it. Let's make it black. It's okay. Let's make it black. Okay. Color. Black. It makes sense, right? Let's see what we have. See how it is. Okay. So I think we can put some padding at the top. Let's margin top 20 pixels. Margin top. Okay. 20 pixels. I think you're getting the shape, right?
Yeah.
You're getting the shape once we margin the top. Okay. All right. So inside is where we will put this left and right. Okay. So inside we put this side and we put this side. I think it's understandable. So we put this as a div.
Yeah.
Oh, of this one as a div on the left. Okay, then we put one as a div on the right.
Yeah.
I think it's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnson, George, it's understanding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are putting two div inside. Oh, if you have the question, you can ask now. Oh.
No, my question is about
Okay. So let's put two div inside the container. Two div inside the container, right? I'm sorry. I need to clear this guy. Where's my pencil? Pencil again. Okay. So two div inside this container will be left and right, right? Inside this container. So you put the first one supposed to be left, right? So let's put a div. There. Div. Okay. Let's put the class. What name should we give it to that class? Left one, right? Should we make it left one? Okay, let's make it left. Left. Okay. Then the same place we put another div. Yeah, I'm gonna 2 seconds here, so about. Okay, wait. About. Okay. Okay, so let's put the class for that one too. That would be what, right? Right. You see how we've positioned the left and the right? You see each, they are all inside what? Container, right? They are all inside container.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So we can give them height. I think we can give them a height. Then we can give them what? A width. Okay. Then that's when we will do the magic. Because something flex. So once we do flex, they will position themselves. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we do. So let's give them. Let's give the left and the right some height, and then let's give them 80% of it. So left. Let's target the left first. Don't forget their classes. So you put this, you paste it, you open it. So we're targeting the left. So let's give it a rate of 50%. Since everything is 100, we give it a rate of what? 50%, right? Yes, sir. 50%. Okay. Then we give it a height of what? Height of, let's say, 80% of the space. 80% of the space available. Okay. Then we give it a margin. Let's give it a margin around. When we say margin, give it a margin around. Okay. The margin should be, let's say, small one, 5 pixels. Then let's give it a color. Let's find any color for it. Later we can change, right? Let's give any of this color, then later we can change. I think we can do the same thing too for the right. Okay. The same thing, dot, right? And we can give it the same thing. Then we change the color. Change the color to something different. All right, so let's see what we have, if there's any changes. I think. Okay, so you see where the other color is. You're supposed to flex. Let's flex container. So where is container? Okay, let's put a flex on this container. This is where the magic display flex, right? That's display flex. So once you do the display flex, you see where it goes. It fits in. I hope you understand.
Okay.
So we are getting the space, we are getting the shape, right? Now we have this one and we have this one. Okay, so it's up to us to toggle this one and divide this one into how many? 3. You understand?
Okay.
Okay.
Who is that question now?
Let me.
Okay. So you see the magic of the flex. The flex will do everything for you simple. So I think anytime you see anything flex, and just look at it very well. It's very powerful. With the flex, you can do what we call responsive website. When you add something we call media query, you can do a responsive website which will be opening on the mobile phone neat, tablet neat, on your desktop neat. Okay, so Flex-Box is very, very good. I'm not a pro. I don't have much, but the little that I know, I'm using it to do a lot of things, and it's helping. It makes your work easy. All right. So let's do the division. How many are we putting here? How many div are we putting?
3.
1, 2, 3. We have to divide it to 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're putting 3, then let me think of the names. Let's minimize this one. So that one is inside the left, right? So you see, we are going inside the left. See, inside the left. That's when you're going to put our 3 divs. So I think we can give it left 1, left 2, and left 3, right? Left 1, left 2, left 3. So let's do it. Inside a div, you put what? Another div. Okay. Call this one a class of left. underscore 1. You understand?
Number 1.
And so we can copy this one and paste it again. Like this, and call this one TWO. Then we, oh sorry, TWO. Then we call this one 3. THREE 3. Understand? So we need to do what? We need to work on them too. I hope it's understanding, right? When you go now, you will not see anything unless we give it a height and those things. Height, I think height and colors before we will see. So let's target them. I think they will all have the same thing. So let's copy this one. And we go down there and put our dot, paste it, open, close. What are we going to give first? What are we going to give first? I think we give it a rate of 100. They are all having 100, 100, 100. Okay, so the rate 100 is perfect, 100%. Okay, then all of them supposed to have a height of 28%. You can change it. It doesn't matter. 28%. Okay, and we need to give it a background color, but let's padding. Let's give them a space around it. That's the space around it. Let's give it a space around it, which is the margin, right? Let's give it a margin of, let's say, small and be okay. Let's make it 10 pixels. Then now the color comes. Let's give it a background color. We can always change the background color. So I think we can choose this one for now, for this one. So when we go back to it, at least we will see something. You see it. So let's do the other ones. We will do some adjustment to make it look good. You understand? So I think we can copy the same thing for all of them. Let's copy this one. Dot what? Left to right. TWO. Open and close. We paste this guy. We can change the color here. Change color. I'll put this color right. And we have a left 3 right dot left THREE. Paste this one and give it a color. I hope it's syncing right. Hello? Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so I think it's cool, but we only have to get some margin here. Yes.
Yeah.
We need to get some margin at the right. All of them are supposed to have margin. Is it right or left?
Right.
Right. Okay, so we can even put it on this one. We can put this one and make it padding right on this one, on the mother div, right? Let's see if it will work on the mother div, which is the left. Where is the left? Okay. And the flex will put them side by side, but this one we want them horizontal, like the way it is. See, understand? We want them side by side. When you say flex, that means you should go like vertical. I mean, what is it, horizontal? Left and right. Position it left and right. You understand? So let's do the mother. I think we can put margin on the mother. Padding rather. Padding right. No, this one always.
Right.
Should we try right?
Yeah, let's try.
Let's try 20 pixels. Wow, it works. Nice one. So we padding. See the mother one. I'm talking about the mother. Obviously, the yellow one is the mother. So I said the yellow one should give me a padding. Padding happens inside. When you say margin happens outside. Okay. When you say padding, it happens inside. When you say margin, happen outside. You understand? So I think it's a perfect design. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But I think, why don't we share this one? This one is too off. Don't you see? We can share it equally. All right. Anyway, we can leave it like that. you can trick it small. You can twerk it or whatever. Okay. So our next thing is what? The last one. You're supposed to divide the last one according to the image that we have. You're supposed to divide this guy and flex it, right?
Okay.
You understand? You're supposed to divide this guy, which is the left tray, right? Supposed to divide the left tray, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's do the left tray divide. Let's see if we can divide the left tray. What name are we going to give it to the left tray? What name are we going to give to the left tray? Okay, we'll make it left to left and then left to right. And then here. So inside the left tray, which is here, we're going to have we're going to have a div inside. Okay. Okay. With a class name left to left, all right? Okay, we can copy the same thing and give it right to right. Give it what? With left to right. I think this one is good. Right, so we can target them. We can target their class name and just make it. Okay, so let's take left to left, which is this one. Go down, 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 down there. Okay. Okay, what are we going to give it to? Left to left. It's going to be 100% all the time. The height is going to take all the space, so it's going to be height of 100%. 100%. Then the weight is going to be 50% because they are sharing it equally, right?
Yeah.
So the weight is supposed to be 50% since they are sharing the same thing. Okay. And we give it a color, of course. Then let's give it a margin of 5 pixels because it's too small. So let's give it a margin of 5 pixels. Then the color is important, background color. Which color are we giving today? Let's give this blue, right? Okay. So we can copy the same thing and give it to a brother, which is right. Right. Then let's give it a different color. Let's give it any color we want, right? So now we need to flex the mother. Don't forget that the two divs are inside left tray. So the left tray is supposed to have a flex so that to position them. So let's see how it is. You see? You see where it is? It's down. So we need to flex it so that to come here. You understand? You understand? So when you say display flex, when you say display flex on the mother, where is the mother? That's the tray, right? This is the left tray, right? So when you say display flex, okay, I think we are good. You see? It's there, right there. But I think the mother is having a background color of, which is not good. So let's take the background of, so you see, so we should take the background color of the mother so that it will show. You see the trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we take the background color of the mother, like this one, we comment it, and let's go back and see. You see, it's showing very well. So we can as well take the mother of the left, the background of the mother of the left, so that one too can show. So let's go back. Left. Where's the left? So the left too, we can take the background out. Boom. So we see everything is taking shape. Then we can even take off this black. Okay? The black. We can take the black off so that everything too will show as is in the image, like as we have here. Understand? So let's take the container background. Container background. Where's the container background? Yeah, container background, which is a black. Let's take it off. I think this is exactly what we were looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we can even insert image at the background of the whole thing, the football field, if you wanted to. And we can. So you see how we position the divs. See how we position the divs is being positioned. So I think we can even reduce this size small.
No, rather, let's expand the other side to
this one
for them to overlap. Yeah.
Okay, so the left, we should increase the left, right?
Yes, instead of reducing the.
Okay, so let's make it 35. Let's see. If, let's make it 35 of the left. So where's the left? Come on, give me left. The left height.
Let's make it 90. Let's see.
No, left 3. Left 3 height supposed to be left 3. Left 3. Left 3 height.
No, wait. Okay. Yes. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's better, right?
Yeah.
I think the mother padding of the mother. Let's see the image that we have. Let's see. It's not bad. I think we are close.
Yeah.
I think we are close. So you see how we position this. It's not difficult, but it's the understanding. Okay.
Let's go back to the code. Let me ask something.
Okay.
Go to the container.
The HTML.
No, yes, HTML.
Okay,
no,
this is HTML. Okay.
After the class header.
Okay, the first one is the header.
line 13.
Line 13 is here, yeah, this one.
If it is not there, what will happen?
It will not show because you should have a closing tag, sorry. You should have a closing tag.
Okay, so that 13 is supposed to add to 11.
Which 13 are you talking about?
No, it's okay now. It's okay now.
It's okay now, right?
Yes. Because the 13 was part of 11, right?
Yes. It's continuation.
I'm okay.
It's continuation. Since we are not putting anything inside, that's why I left it there.
Okay.
There's nothing inside, but you see this one. This one ends here. The main container. Everything is inside the main container.
Okay.
And this one, look at this one left. See the left. The left has all these guys. Okay. So the left has left 1, left 2, right? You understand? Then we have the left 3. We have the left 3. The left 3 has something inside. That's why I've opened it. Where there's nothing inside, we keep it like that. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm talking about this. So this side. Let me bring pen. Where's my pencil? Sorry. See, you see this side?
Wait, I'm coming.
And this side. There was nothing inside this right one. Okay, so when you look at the code, you see there's nothing inside left and right. You see the right is there's nothing inside the right, but the left has something. And the left has 1, 2, and 3. And the 2 has nothing, but the 3 has something. When you look at the back here, when you go back here, and go back to our main image, you see it has this one has something. But this is empty. This one is empty. This one is empty. So I will leave it like that. But this one has something. That's why I've put in these 2 things inside. You understand? So it has this and it has this one. While this 2 has nothing. The 2 div on top has nothing. But the 2 div down there has 2 divs inside.
So that word div, is it what? Is it a syntax
Yes, the div is a container. You can change it, you can make it, but it's better you use div so that everybody will understand. You can even make it main, or you can make it your my box, anything, but just use it div because that's the standard name. Okay, it's a syntax. Like whenever we have body, so we have div. Okay. Okay.
I was thinking it's because we are dividing. That's why we use div.
Okay, that's why we're using div. No.
Okay.
But that's the correct name, div.
Okay, and it's part of the library, right?
The div. It's elements. Yes, it's elements. It's HTML elements.
Okay.
So you can check some of the HTML elements, which the div, you always use a div. Div, nav, all those things, you use them. Button is one of them. Input text, all those things, radio button and all that. They are all part of HTML elements, which you should know. So as and when you need it, you use it.
Okay.
And you target the divs inside the HTML, CSS, and do the styling. Target the divs and the class inside here and do the styling. You understand?
So, come back again.
To the code?
Yeah, I want to ask questions.
Okay.
I realize from code 11, from number 11.
11, yeah, where is it? Here.
Up to the 26.
Up to 26, okay. Let me bring this guy down.
Yes.
Everything is here.
Okay. Yes, from 11 to 31.
11 to 31? Yeah.
Those codes, I realize anytime you create, for instance, Dave left 1.
Yeah.
Then you came down from that code 42. So what is the difference?
Come again. But also, open to the question as I want someone why.
The screen are split into two. We have the HTML side and the CSS side.
This one. Okay, I did it. I just split the screen so that it will be easy for you to see what I'm doing down here. Is that what you're saying?
81 here, 80.
Back here HTML, back here CSS.
And
exactly.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I was trying to position that. I can even carry this one down here. You see, so I can keep my script here so that it will be easy for you to see what I'm doing. So if I target this one, you know I'm targeting it here. If I want to target this one,
okay.
You understand? So that you see, that's all. It's nothing. Instead of leaving them at the top, once I leave this one and go here, I can position them here so that it will be very easy for you to look at what I'm doing. You understand? George?
Yeah.
Is it understanding?
Darling. Ready?
Any question? Johnson, any question?
Not really.
Okay. I think divs and Flex-Box are simple. It's a matter of practicing. So you can as well take the same code, try to make some changes. I'll put the code there, okay?
Okay.
I'll put the code there, then you make some changes and we see.
What do we do? What's up? What am I saying?
Man, file. Let me talk what's up on my mind. Where is it? Johnson.
Willie.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. Nice one. So I don't know if Tamasu.
Man, who person insert image?
Yeah.
In case you over anything.
Who person insert image or
header?
Okay, you put the image 2 has a element. Okay, so let's say if you want to put image here, you can put this one. You see the image tag will come. You see the image tag. Hey, I this session. This session. Okay, image tag. This image tag. I think there is a safe closing, so you can bring your ID and then source, that kind of thing. You can bring source.
Okay, but it should be in the header way.
This anywhere you wanted to put the image, you just bring the element. This is the element and the source. You just put it there. That's all.
So image be it's a picture or desktop.
I mean, copy image. MP image. We may see. things I can, let me copy image from here. Oh my God. Encart no image, I mean, copy number. Let's see if we can put this image here. It's not going to look nice, but let's take it like that for now. What do we have? So we need to target the image and just make it nice. You see, it's okay. You need to give it a size. That's all. We need to give that image sizes and all that. I don't know if time will permit us to do this. Let me quickly give it an ID. Say. Okay, why don't you give it to okay, we'll be a question. Okay, so let me paste this guy here. Okay, why don't we cut it? Cut the whole thing like this. Why don't we slot it on the right? The right inside, since we don't have anything in the right.
Okay.
Okay. What are we lacking? I think we did not close it, right? This self-closing, I don't know. Why are we having error? Okay. Nobody sees it. I saw it myself. What are we doing? IMG, ID, source. Are we having issue like this? What am I not doing right? Okay. Let me take out this one. Let's see. I wanted to pick the image from the internet. Let's see if we can get any better image.
I didn't even know.
Me FIFA image be no I have it with my address. Yeah, I was looking through my file. Let's put this image. I can't see any about
Pharmacy.
Me pharmacy on. Okay, I should take this guy. Let's see if we can get image address.
Okay.
Copy image link. I don't know if this one will open. Let's see. I think this image will help. The image is supposed to be .png. The extension is supposed to be. I don't think this one. It's actually going to work. Oh, see, it's not working. Supposed to get the correct address, image address, correct image address. Oh, okay. Perfect. But it's not fixing, so we have to object fit. So let's get the ID and target the ID. So this is the image ID, right? Which is ID. Let's give it a class. Let's make it a class name. Class name. Then we go to CSS. Go back to CSS. Okay. And then let's go down there. It's a class. So we bring dot. Okay. Then let's give it a height of 100% of the, and we give it width 100%, right? Or something object fit contain. Are we good? No.
I can't ask you more, Mister.
Yeah, as I cover swing now. Okay, so
10 minutes more.
Let's use 100 pixels. Time detail. Heights of 100 pixels and no. The pixels does not work. Okay. What are we doing? Is there image size that we're supposed to give? That's all. We're supposed to give an image size, and then that's all. It's supposed to be 100%. That's all. And split flex.
We use percentage, yeah.
Is that 100% in file? Let me see this one. Let's see if display flex will work. No. We need to work on it. I think there's something wrong.
Yeah.
So we will check it later.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can put image anywhere. That's it. We can put image anywhere. Okay. We can put image anywhere. All right. That's not good. This is not looking good.
What of yeah, code be a background image in the background is of said that
we can insert the image at the background. We can as well insert the image at the background. It doesn't matter. It's simple to insert the image at the background. It's nothing. Background image. It's normal.
Okay. And they say you're back to normal. And your code no, my first the normal.
This is how it is. Original code. I'm commenting in. So
okay.
I'll prepare it and just send it to the group. Okay. Okay. I'll prepare it and send it to the group. John. George.
Yeah.
Okay, I think so. Yeah, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So we will fix the image thing later, right? We'll fix the image thing later. Okay.
Okay.
If possible, we can even add some of these. We can do everything here. If you really want to do, you can do it and just use something we call font accent. Font accent to get all these icons. You can get them. Just slot it there. Nothing.
So those teams logo, no?
Yeah.
A picture being on cover better.
Wait, my slot nas image. Image with my slot in normal size. Okay, that's all. It's nothing. It's anything. This one, when a logo, I'll pick it from font accent or material UI. Okay, I don't know how to use material UI in vanilla JavaScript, but we will see it. If you get there, we will see it. Everything is possible. Once it's a logic, it's a tool. Once you know how to use a tool, you can just always play around it and get whatever you want. It's nothing.
Yeah. Sure.
So I think I can get this one, this code, prepare this code and send to the group.
Yeah.
You take it, you make changes to the college component. When you make changes to the college self, you've done something. Or change the sizes and everything, you've done something. Right. I think so, okay.
Yeah.
Your question, I think so next time what we should do is let's put the field at the background, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Then we can do what we call glassmorphism small. That's a new tech. That's a new tech in we call something glassmorphism. Okay. I think I use it in my app, my mobile app. I don't know if you saw it. That's what is trending. Glassmorphism. Glassmorphism. What was that? Am I not getting the right word? Glassmorphism. Okay, glass. Yeah, glassmorph. Well, this is what is trending. Glassmorphism. See how it is. Let's go to one of them and see how it works. So if you have time, just play with glassmorphism. Nowadays, everything, you see how it is. So you put image at the background and you just do what we call transparent. You see how it is changing. Have you seen how it's changing? Yeah, you see how. So what is at the background is showing. So everything is like glass. You see how it is. Yeah. So that's what is trending. So I think if next time you're supposed to go back to this thing, we can put image at the background and make this one glassmorphism. That would be very beautiful. Okay. That would be very beautiful. I think I did that one with one of the. Let me see if I can get it. I think login. There's one file called login. The last time I did some login. It's not showing here. No problem. Maybe later.
Is there? Yeah, that one.
Which one?
No, come down. Down.
Oh, this one is a Signa. This one is Signa.
No, come down.
Down.
3 steps.
Okay, this one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. How are you going to open this guy? Okay, let's see. Let's see if it can run. Come on. So you see how it is. You see this one, the image of the background is showing. So this one is glass. I use this one. This one is Glassmorphism. So I just put this div, okay, on top of image, and the image is penetrating through my. You understand?
Yeah.
My div. So this is one form of Glassmorphism, and there's a shadow here. I don't know if you can see. There's a shadow. Okay. So that's the trending thing that maybe you need to look at it anytime you are designing something. You just add it to it. Okay. I think I'll share my app video in the group, and you see one of the pages. I think I was scrolling. I'll scroll. You see. I don't know. I'll put it in the group. You will see how it is. Okay. So that's the trending thing, the Glassmorphism. Okay. So don't design the archaic way again. Once it's changing, it will change. That's all. They call something some names, but now Glassmorphism is taking over. So everybody should do Glassmorphism. So next time you put image at the background, then we change this one so that the image at the background will penetrate, like it will to be a transparent thing. You understand? Inside all this. I think it will be a fun thing to do. Right? So this one is a form of Glassmorphism. Okay. You understand?
Yes.
All right. John. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying we're Ken. Yeah, question be one man. Question be one. Now last let me catch so be some project idea be so bit me that like we try our hands on it. Some simple project be yes, so there every day I'll be coming out with something new. I mean, I can search and come out with something.
Better.
Yeah, I can go online and search and just bring something and we do it.
It's good.
All right. I wanted us to build upon this one, like build a homepage. This one is like we log in, it takes us to a homepage, then contact page and all that. But maybe we will do small project before we get back to this one. This one is not difficult. It's not difficult, it's nothing. It's a matter of understanding. It's nothing.
They are here now. Okay.
The can page we are way. Simple page way.
Me, away.
The also who ya around who.
Quick access, email, login, info, that kind of thing. And
hey, and I'll move my screen.
W.
I can't move my screen.
You know, code be na me.
Hey, move my screen no. Oh, all this while. It's not me explaining Glassmorphism. Me my screen no.
There will be a folder be and a folder no index.html.
Oh, and then my bro. Still move my screen on.
Map on your yambo.
Oh, anyway, but didn't go as them. They make a Glassmorphism like on code experience that, but who say all of him?
All of him,
only Johnson,
Johnson.
Bernard saying Constantine beginning and Kabe sure.
Because my only interest. No school no according to ya.
Yeah, school no one just say
school piano. Because I only move by force by project. Only crowd in project by banner.
Exactly. Okay.
Today, I'm sure someone for idea. Me review. Maybe say I bet you.
Shawara girl bank on Obekai.
It's okay, you pay image be able to share with energy. So the original one is here. So you pick image way.
So near.
See, I think say your store if say store app on the inside. I think the image is
down. I'm going to create image folder and I say
we will create image folder inside the program, but they are winning one. They are making an image.
That's all.
Then we copy that image and drop it there. That's it. It's inside the image folder. That's it. It's inside the image folder. That's all. So if I say insert your background, insert your background of the app. Yeah, I'm creating folder and I'm sharing inside. That's it. And I'll have HTML, so I don't body no. The body contains everything, so we can insert it inside the body.
Yeah.
So you slot it inside the body. That's it. So when you go to the CSS, of course, you need to bring body. Okay, open it. Then you slot it there. So it's what background image, right?
Background image, yeah.
So you pick background image. Then you pick the URL. Okay. So you put the link here. So the link is where? Image folder, right?
This
so
one
/ image folder.
And then inside it.
Yeah, it's BG what? The file name is BG1, right?
Yes.
One.
I'm saying we now got talk for that Nana. And I'm gonna be one day.
I pick it for that Nana. I pick it. No. ./image.
But we are sure say and then move. I need for anymore now.
Okay, I'm to inside. Okay. I feel like I feel like I intelligent Juma. Intelligent did know it.
And what I'm
./ Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Intelligent number. Okay. So I think it should be working. Very well.
But I say I'm manipulating the background.
I say I play too much. Yes, no repeat now. Cover. So I say. So background repeat no, right? So background repeat will be none, right? No repeat, right? Then we can make it cover. So background size will be cover. Yeah. So it's makes sense.
Now it has come.
Yeah, now it has come. So now it's up to us to make this one glass. So that it will penetrate, like the image like background will penetrate.
Okay.
That's it. It means that glassmorphism, no, shadow. So I say, shadow.
Okay.
So we introduce something called RGBA. I say RGB, then we add the A to it. A is where the transparency will happen. So that's right. So let's pick the header and deal with the header. Okay. Let's make the header transparent. Let's see how it will work. Okay, so where's the header? This is the header.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a transparent, so first of all, you do the background, right? Background. You bring your background, then you bring the color type RGB. Then you bring the A. You understand?
Okay.
So the last one is the alpha. That will show the transparency of the whole thing.
Okay.
So let's give this one 255. I think they are all there already there.
They are there already.
They are there already. So you can make 0.25 transparency. Okay. But I prefer giving them 255. Let's give them the. Let's give them this one. 255.
No, RGB. And you're complete. RGBA.
Sorry. So this is going to be 255. I want us to use this number so that we can adjust it.
Okay. 255.
The same thing. Then the alpha will take care.
Okay.
So if you go back, you see.
It has brought this thing in.
That's right. So the image at the background is showing. So you can adjust
Plus the 2.5, yeah, 0.3 and I say 0.3 something. Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry.
About too much.
Yeah, okay, like this.
Right, it will show, right?
Yeah, I'll type it always.
Yeah. So you can adjust it anyhow you want. You see, you can adjust it anyhow you want. So the RGBA is doing the magic. Yes, sir.
Okay.
The RGBA is doing the magic. But we can do something like the box sizing and all that. You can at least put shadow, little shadow, if you need it. You can put little shadow. Yes, sir. But I think we can, let's do the borders first. Let's make it look nicer. So we can do a border, right? Or we call something backdrop, but let's do the border first. Border 1 pixel. Okay. Then we put something called solid. Then we put the RGBA again. Okay. Then then we bring 255. The alpha is already there. 0.18, right? All right. 255. Do not take effect until we put the box shadow.
Okay, for the border.
Yeah, we call something border drop so that it will also take let me see, let's refresh it. So that it take, let's see. We made a mistake, small mistake. I think it should be border. Okay, border is 1 pixel, solid, and this is the color. Okay, this is giving the color. So let's do the border radius 10 pixels. That's all. That's all. Border radius 10 pixels. So let's see how it should be. I think it's better.
At the edges.
At the edges, yeah, the border radius.
Okay.
It makes it look nice.
It
looks nice. Okay. And let's call something box shadow. Let's add a shadow, little shadow, if needed. Okay. If needed, but if you don't need it, you can just forget about it. Okay. You can add it. Right. Call something backdrop filter too, where to give you the transparency. That one today. So we can put them and then we comment them if you don't need it. Like if you need it to use it, if you don't need it, then we can just
box shadow.
Yeah, box shadow. Put the box shadow. First one will take 0, then 8 pixels. You can still adjust it. Then 32 pixels. Then 0. Okay. Then RGB. Okay. And we make it the same thing. 255, then we adjust it. Or you can put it anyhow you want. So we can adjust this one. Let's try different number. Let's see. 12 of red. And let's put 38 of green. And let's put 135. Okay. Then make this one 31. And then the alpha. The alpha is the most important thing. Which is going to adjust it. So 0.37. Let's see how it will be. I think it's showing down, right? A little shadow down there. I don't know if it's showing.
It's showing.
It's showing little, right?
Small.
Small, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so top, down. Okay, so it's speaking since it's this and this. This one is the top, this one is the right, and this one is the bottom, and this one is the left. So it's taking the top and down. The shadow is happening at the top and down.
Top and down.
Top and down, yeah. The shadow is happening at the top and down. And these are the colors that we are using for the shadow. Yes, sir. These are the colors that we are using for the shadow. So let's say if you want to increase the shadow, let's make it 255. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Let's make it 100 pixels. 100 pixels. Let's make this one 100 pixels of the shadow. So I can see blue. If you can see blue here.
Blue, small, slide, blue down there.
It's a slide because of the color. This color that we are using. See this? You see this color is blue. So that blue is giving us that shadow.
Down there.
I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that shadow?
See.
Okay, you can see. So that is what is happening. Okay. So imagine if you make it white, it will show. So depending on the color, you pick a color, then you just point to where you want the shadow to. You can choose to make it happen on the right or left or top. It's up to you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. So we got something backdrop filter too. Let's draw the backdrop filter. We can add it to it and see what is happening. Let's add this one and see what happens. Bring this one to backdrop filter blur. Let's increase the blur to, let's say, it was 0.3. It was 0.3, right? So let's make it 10. Let's see what is happening. Oh, I think we made a mistake somewhere. So let's make it like 10. What's the effect? So you see there is blur. I don't know if it has given us some blur at the edge. Yes, let's increase it and see. Why don't you make it like 10 here? Let's see what will happen. You see how the blur is?
For the image.
Yeah, I think it's blur. So the background cannot show so much more.
Cannot show clearly.
Yeah. So you keep all of them as and when you need it. You use it. You can even comment it so that you don't. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. You understand? So I think it's okay. Okay. So now that we have this and we think it's okay for us, we can copy for all of them. Is that not so?
Yeah.
Yeah. But in programming, we call something wet and we call something dry. Dry means don't repeat yourself. Okay. That means if we're using the same code for this div, and the same code will apply to this one and this one and this one and this one and this one, then
you have to put it in the whole the big one to apply to all of them.
That's right. So there's no point repeating the code on all the. To me, I mean, you can as well copy. Let's do one. Let's try and copy what.
So we copy this one from header and we put it in container. Finish.
That's right. So let's put this one on the right. Okay. Let's add it to the right. Okay. And see what will happen. The right takes the same thing. Yeah. So that means we have to put for all of them, right?
Yeah.
But to me, I think it's much work. Is that? To me, I think it's so much work. Why don't you write one code and use classes so that we can use the class and point it to them, target the element with the same class.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm making sense. Let me put it in practice and you see you understand. Okay, you understand what we are trying to do?
Yeah.
So see how the code now is. The code is working on the header. So we copy it here and it's working. We can copy it here and it will work. We can copy it here and it will work. Everywhere it will work. But it's like the same code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The program will be so heavy in some sense. You can imagine you have a lot of divs and you want to apply the same style. You understand? And there's no point repeating the code. But we can keep the code somewhere and just use a class name, different class name, and point it to the header and then this right and the left and then everywhere. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. So let's try. Let's try one and you understand. Is that also? Okay. So let's copy it from, let's take this one off. Let's comment this one. Understand? Then we have it at the header, right?
Yeah.
Let's cut it from here. We are all trying something. If it's going to work for us. Okay. Then what we will do is we will go down there. Okay. And have what? Another class called what? Class. Sorry. What am I doing? This is class, right? And we paste it here. Understand? So you can imagine all of them has a class element. So let's go back to our
each of them.
Each of the elements, yeah. So header, we can just You can give a space and put what? Glass. Boom. It's working. You understand? It's simple. So we can go to the right. Where is the left and the right? Okay, now I don't know if I'm confusing you.
What about if you put it on container? Wait. Why if you put it on container?
If you put it on a container, then it's going to affect the container div. Not or this you see we are targeting the div one by one. If you put it on the container,
okay, it will not. Yeah.
Yes.
I get.
It will affect only the container.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you've seen what you're doing, right? So now we put it on this guy too. Glass. And let's see. You see, it's taking effect. So it makes our code very simple. You understand? Our code will be now simple. Because we have the same style. So why don't we put it in there? That's all. Simple. Wow. Instead for us to copy the code and repeat it, you understand? On each class, we can just create one class, give the whole styling to that class, and copy that class name for each element which we want there. That's right. So it makes it look very neat and clean instead of repeating code. So we don't do repetition of code. It doesn't make your program so elegant. When your code is smaller, that makes your program powerful. Yeah. So all this one, we don't need to repeat it, all of them, but we rather repeat the class name on the element. That's all. It's neat. It's neat. Shut down. So this is what is happening. This is the styling. So since all of them have the same styling, we give it a class name of glass. Okay, and just add it to these guys. You understand? And add it to each element that you want the styling to be. You understand? Just add it to it. Add it to it. I hope it's not confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah. You say code number simple. You don't need to repeat the same. So because something dry, don't repeat yourself. Because something wet. I don't know. Wet is what? Let's see. Dry encoding and wet encoding. Wet encoding. Internet nice slow. Don't repeat yourself is dry. Then wet is what? Right every time. Can you imagine? So you don't need to be writing every time, but you do it what? Don't repeat yourself. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, yes, so and I've been on the so and I just so fresh said on I'm so mentino. Yes, started. So I think we can end here. And then I'll make the video available. But this is so clean. I mean capture. Yeah, clean, Papa.
Wow.
Yes, where is it? Yeah, clean, Papa. So we can adjust the alpha so that you can imagine say what the way to show. What the way to show, yeah. A very fine here to show very well. And that's how you can imagine say yeah, the animation like actually video a movie watch. You can do that. You can just make it in a video. Not a static movie watch. You can imagine. Very fun, pa. I think it's a bit more fun now. Be a query from bro.
Okay.
Okay, it's a you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yes, trust me, so you just do your styling once. Since if you say in case so your programming we are styling now or each div no the same. Maybe a color, font size. Which might need now one. Now what share the class name onto the element, and that's all. It means that can calculate each button be with the same styling, the same font size, the same color. So it's just a matter of using the class. Number code now is very simple. That's it. Number code now is very simple.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
We say better crack sir.
Nothing. Okay.
All right.
Now, that page you need or down.
I say that there will be down. George didn't know they be 200. Yeah.
Me year to actually.
Well, yeah, actually, we saw okay FIFA now.
And can original no.
And can original FIFA no, yeah, and can.
Wonderful. Okay, Charlie.
It's okay, you put down watch her. Right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.